Okay, I think this may be good now. We're good now. What did I do? I sampled all the points on this actor data, which was bad. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so we're sampling the actor data from Endless Terrain, which is not all generated yet. And so we're gonna need to do something about that. But yeah, I really don't need to be creating. Can I need to know, like, what... Let me look at grid size. Make vector attribute. Vector, it would need to be vector 3. I wonder if I could just... create points grid. Call points outside volume. Why wouldn't that be false? Why wouldn't you want that? Okay, so I guess what I need is, like, how do I get the current execution graph size grid size and only create points for that? Because I thought that what if I just sample? If I sample points via a surface sampler, get bounds. Could I do that with this input data, I wonder? Whoa, okay, too much. Get bounds, what would that be? Okay, let's run it. And then we'll start querying that stuff. Okay, here's the big hitch, because we're generating so many fucking points. What'll it be, like 20 seconds? Optimization, don't watch, yeah. It's gonna be a lot of me sitting here waiting for stalls to get finished. That's why I say super boring, don't watch it. It is going to be a boring stream, but I'm not doing anything else, so might as well. How you doing though, Shawnee? How we doing? I appreciate you pulling up the Electric Callboy video during stream yesterday. I wasn't expecting that. was a fun time though. Okay. What were the bounds here? What did we get? Nothing. Well, it's... Is it actually executing? Or we have to wait for it? There it is. Okay. Okay, that actually did get the bounds. It's because it's on a 256 graph. Okay, so let's do that instead. What does this say? It's connected, but oh, the attribute has to match? What? It really has to be extense? It has to be named that way? That's really annoying. Why is this one little spot still here? What are you doing? Okay, so I have to like essentially like rename this. What is this? Ensure grid X. Well, maybe what I should do here. Take this cache extents. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that instead. Let's pause regen. Oh, undo. Grid extents, there we go. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, that's cell size. Hang on, hang on. So the extents. Did I even do that right? Yeah, okay, that one was right. There we go. Limit cell size to cache extents. Still nothing. Yeah, it's still bounds. What are these actually doing? These should probably all still be working. Because they don't have any specific names. But cell size wasn't found. What the heck? What the heck? So let me look at this here. What are you supposed to be? Cache X. Okay, you're literally specifically named that. Input source 1. I guess bounds are a bit different from extents, right? Yeah, because like if I click this one over here, the bounds are now. Yeah. What was an extents modifier? What is this? Now I have to figure out what bounds to extents. Because bounds are like a world space location, right? Whereas extents are just like how far out. It's like a relative thing, right? What I really want to do is I just want to like see if we can just make an attribute from the bounds. Well, what math am I gonna have to do here? All these numbers are different, but like, what I was hoping for was 256 into each of these. Could manually do that, but that's kind of annoying, right? Could manually just type in whatever grid size I wanted on in there. Well, let's do that first, and then see, pause regen there. I want to see if this actually works like how I'm expecting, before I go off and try to recreate the wheel here. Okay, things are generating. In our points grid, how many points do I have here? If it's less than 1,000,000, I've succeeded. We're generating. It's laggy. There we go. Okay. Points. What do we have here? Number of points, 139,000. That's, if I recall correctly, less than 1,000,000. So that's good. That is good. This seems... hang on, let me turn on the debug mode here. Oh dear. Is that it? Is that all it generated? I mean, that is correct. It is correct. Let's run around a little bit and see if it actually... because if it doesn't generate anything... those are actually very small cells. I don't believe that's the cell size that I had. And I have foliage that is rendering farther away than trees. We're at 82 frames right now, which is pretty good. See if it actually generates some more points. It might have just right there. That might have been more points. Little hitchy. I mean, it is generating more points, right? Or I'm approaching the limit, maybe, or the end. Little tactical roll there to get started. Okay, yeah, it's not actually generating more points. Yeah. It's like trying to. Let me look at, I want to just see. Okay, so this is the tile. There's the tile that got generated. Here's the one that should be generating. 0, -2, 0. Let's find that one. 0. It is nowhere to be found on here. There it is. 0, -2, 0. Outputs. Okay, it's got to run. Gotta generate. Points are being generated. Oh my god, I hate... 139,000, that seems right. $139,000 again. Inside filter, 5,000. Okay, so let me display the debug biome cache. Yeah, okay, so the biome cells never got generated. Okay, where did that happen at? What are you saying to me? Okay, ignore that. 0, -2, 0. Okay, 139, 130, well, less now. All points, active points is 198. And then the cull points outside actor bounds. Points in is actually, it's, or I gotta fucking click on some things here. Wait, we have multiple, what is this? We have multiple of these. Some of them have points. Right, okay, yeah, because this node is used multiple times. That's annoying. So it's now I don't know which one is which. So 198 going in, so if I match that up. Okay, the first one has 198 going in. Output B, 198, okay. Call points, outside actor bounds. Bounds expansion is 0. Why is that 0? And outside who? Outside which actor bounds? Outside the current actor bounds, so that's probably the PCG biome actor, whose bounds are the whole world, or should be. I wish I could have some more info here. What if I just get actor bounds, or get bounds? Well, it needs an N. Get actor data, as we say. Oh my god, spare me. Spare me. Okay, so get actor data self, get bounds. Okay, so the bounds of this actor x0 bounds min y negative 51,200. Where is, like, what is this? Bounds max. I mean, I guess that's 512. That's twice of 256, right? So that's why that's that number. Yeah, I mean, this seems correct. Now, do I actually need this? Let's just disable it. Fuck it. Do I even need that anymore? Well, this subgraph is used in multiple places, so maybe I need it in the other places. But if I'm only... Hey, look at that! Well... Okay, we have points being generated. They are the wrong points. This is not a forest biome. It looks pretty fucking cool, though. Which is weird. There's no meadow biome here anymore. You can tell the flowers are the meadow biome. Oh, well, it stops right there. Stops right there. And I'm still not seeing, maybe I need to refresh this. Hang on, turn that off. Let that run. Okay. Dude, why can YouTube not just play a video? What is happening? Okay. Music is back. Okay, display the biome again. But I think what's happening here. Yeah, okay. Why does the biome, what is it is, we're showing the biome cache. This does have points coming out of it now. I'm so confused. Why is the forest now generating 1 on top of the meadow and 2 outside the bounds of biome cache? Let me do a force regen here. Incoming lag. Yeah, so same story. And we're basically, I don't know what the bounds on here are kind of, I guess it's kind of making a circle around my guy. In any case, it's not correct. Which is weird because this has data. It's grayed out on this graph, but it has data. Okay, so enable that back. Now this is like back in line. Yeah, this is back in line with what was generated from the cache. And it's weird, even if I just went straight into here. Okay, let me actually restart. I'm gonna restart the whole thing. Does that make a difference? So I'm wondering if like the biome cache doesn't it doesn't regenerate for new cells, for new grids. My hitching's gone. My 20-second long hitch at the beginning is gone. But yeah, now my forest is back here and it shouldn't be here. Who put this forest here? Who did that? I'm running at 100 frames now, almost. Well, 90-ish. Dude, the music, holy shit, I'm so annoyed. YouTube, just play the fucking video, man. Oh my god. Dude. Yeah, debug biome cache now. Where is it? Yeah, I mean, if we're not, I'm guessing what's happening is like, I don't know. I have no idea. Also, these cells are not, these are not, they should be 4,000 by 4,000 by 4,000, and I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Okay, let's put this back. Pause region, stop it, cancel. Okay, is that gonna... Okay, that went a lot faster. So I think that's using my proper cell sizes now. Yeah, those are a lot bigger. There we go. Okay, I've got the right cell sizes back. I was doing that based off of the bounds. What am I multiplying here? To what? I'm multiplying the extents by 2. And then getting the minimum of that and the cell size. Why would that have mattered? I mean, I guess it's just because it's set up in that format, that schema. Still curious as to why. I mean, I guess I understand why these aren't. They need to be called, but they're not getting called. I just don't understand why the call is working differently now. Dude, I just want to listen to music, YouTube, please. Please. It's not even live. It's not even live. So it's not, yeah. It's not, yeah. Okay, so yeah, negative 0, negative 2, 0 is right here. Why, oh why, did you get your points gold? In 7. It is 7, so I have these 7 points. Which doesn't seem like enough. It says 57. And these should be cell-sized. Yeah, 2000 to positive 2000, yeah. 2000 to positive 2000, yes, yes, yes. They are cell-sized as well. I don't understand what they're getting called by. Bounds expansion is 0. That's just like how much more than the bounds we are given. Where does hang on? Let me check what bounds expansion is actually coming from. Where is this coming from? I'm confused. Bounds expansion. Do I ever use that? I think I use it somewhere. Okay, so we do it up here. Wait a second. We do it up here with the biome blending range, and then we do it again. What's the point of that? And then we inject biome. What is this doing? Actor property, PCG biome actor definition. I don't know what oh, the biome def. So many subgraphs, man. Assign colors loop, okay. Okay, there's like no data. There's no data. Points to inject. Yeah, why is there no data? That doesn't make sense. Odd. Why only some of these? This is an odd graph. I don't understand this graph. We just look at 0, 0. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Points to inject is probably, it's just no data available. And then biome cache points is all of our data. So what's points to inject? What happens if I... Uh-oh. God, oh, God, I clicked graph... I have to restart now. Never click that button. I clicked graph determinism test. Which I believe tests the RNG determinism. And, yeah, it's a big graph, so it's going to take a while for that to get done. Mox, you're being such a good girl. Being such a good girl right now. She's under my desk. Just sleeping. Sleeping in a little doggy bed. Okay. Run it back. Okay, that was really smooth. So if I can get that to actually continue to generate, that would be great. That's what I'm looking for. It's technically working fine runtime right now, but on startup, it calculates the entire world's worth of biome color cells, which I don't need. And there's like a 20-second hitch on startup, which is quite annoying, which, I mean, I guess I technically don't need to optimize this, but I would really like to. Let's see, it doesn't continue generating, so that is an issue. Okay, where were we? Yeah, cull points outside. Oh, no, not that one, not that one. Inject biome actors. I didn't understand what this is doing. And if I disable that, well, hang on. Okay, so disable that. And then, route that into there. Okay, so again, that puts the forest on top of the meadows, which is not what we want. Is it putting meadows on top of forest? No, it's not. It's odd. Okay, so, and oh, well, that's because we skipped the cull. Okay, so hang on. I don't think I have any culling at all on my meadow. Do you need to cull things when you have nanite turned on? Is that a thing? Like, does that actually affect anything? That's a question Dr. Elliott would be able to answer, I feel. Inject biome actors. Oh, I think I know what this is for. Yeah, this is doing nothing for me right now. Builds a collection of PCG compatible data from the selected actors, PCG biome actor definition. Yeah, okay, so I don't have any of those, that's why. I'm just using biome setups. So yeah, that does nothing. But the question is why, so I'm doing two of the same graph here. Why does doing two of these make a difference? Well, let's plug it back in, actually. Let's do it for 0, 0. Points in, 2,197. Points out, 392. Okay. Points in, 392. Points out, 216. So, I mean, all we're doing is culling without the biome blending range, right? So if I were to just do this, I mean, yeah, and this this like rendered the whole thing. Points in, points out, 392 points in, 2,000. So yeah, what the fuck, man? Why is the forest now here? Let's debug that. Okay, so yeah, that's the points grid, essentially. Let me, okay, we're gonna push that over there. No. View full screen, yes. Okay, so instead of xtense, let's do absolute. One is very tiny. Let's do, how big are these? These are 4,000, so let's do 3,000. Or is 3,000 too big? 3,000 was maybe too big. I just wanted to see the like edges of these. Yeah, that's probably good. Wireframe material. There we go. Well, okay, maybe now I don't need the. Maybe I can just do xtense now. That material. Okay, so now I can see the points a little better here. And so these points generated for 0, -2, 0 are the same. These points are the same for every single one. They're not generated per grid. I guess that's the problem. But I guess I still don't understand why. Where's my 0, 0, 0? There it is. Maybe I should dare I debug the forest graph. 0, negative 2, 0 has points. $897. So information is getting passed into here. Ooh, you know what I bet it is? Oh no, I'm calling outside actor bounds here. Hang on. Okay, so this is... I have some metadata here, but I can't actually see what it is. I kind of hate how it can't display some data. Because 0, negative 2, 0 probably should not be generating any points for the graph. What about negative 1? Where's this guy at? I want to find one I definitely for sure know is in the meadows. Okay, not you. Interesting. Okay, so I've now found who those belong to. I guess yeah, I can figure out who these belong to. It is 0, negative 2, 0. So it's generating, I suppose. Do I need the... all points, active points? Okay, we're doing a difference. I think we do still need that. Because it, gives me all... I don't necessarily... I don't know if I need that one, though. Enable that. Just get rid of the profiling for now. 392 for all points, active points 66. Okay. What about for 0, negative 2, 0? I wish I could just show debug points for a specific graph. For a specific grid size, grid of a graph. So that forest graph is getting ran in here. Bounding shape. Okay, so let's see, what are you looking like? This is inside filter. We have 1 point. We have 6 points. 1 point for the forest graph, 6 points for the meadow graph. Merge points. Uh, 6 points. Because we're only using the meadow graph. Wait, so how is... Because this is the forest graph. 0, -2, 0, 0, -2, 0. This is getting executed. Hey human, what you doing? I'm just trying to figure some stuff out with the PCG biome system I have here. I think I have it running pretty well, runtime wise. But whenever I start up, there's like this 20-second long itch. You know, which isn't like a super huge deal, I suppose. That can just be behind a loading screen. But it's because the PCG graph is generating all of the biome data, like all of the biome bounds, I should say, for the entire world, which is not necessary because I'm not going to use all that information. So I'm trying to figure out how to make this work without doing that. And what I have here is it's kind of working, like it is clipping the bounds, but the graphs are generating wrong. Like this shouldn't be a forest right here, this should be meadows. See all the flowers? This should be, but there's a forest graph running on top of this for some reason, which is not making sense to me. What are you cooking? What are we making? I'm actually pretty hungry myself. But yeah, it's interesting because like I have this is on the 0, -2, 0 grid, and if I select the 0, -2, 0 actor, you can see it's highlighting this forest. But where I apply this right here is where the forest graph gets ran. I'm on -0, -2, 0 here. I guess I don't understand how this works. Oh, it's because it's a generator. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it now. Some tendies and curly fries. Hell yeah! It's starting to look nice, even if it's wrong. It's not wrong. Well, sort of wrong. But yeah, thank you. I haven't been streaming for like the past, I don't know, like 2 weeks, because I've been trying to figure out a lot of difficult problems that I would have just been sitting here thinking on stream. It would not have been fun. But I actually got this PCG biome graph optimized quite well for runtime, and what I have working is like I can't show it right. Well, maybe I can revert this and show it. Maybe I can revert this a bit. Pause region. I don't want you to do that. Boom. Okay. So this is the hitch. We're hitching right now. I can't do anything. Did you go walk in the woods to help you gain perspective? In game woods, yeah. I don't fuck with outside in real life. Are we done? We done? Yeah. So that was, you know, kind of a... This is what it's supposed to look like. This is supposed to be all meadows with a little bit of overlap with the woods. But here's where's my guy at? Yeah, I'm right here. And so it's going to be I'm a generation source. It wasn't even that long of a load time. Yeah, but it's not optimal. So I'm gonna waste all my time trying to make it optimal. But yeah, you can see how it's like generated in a bit of a grid around me. And so I'm gonna go like, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go like right over here. And then I can also have my... Now my NPCs are generation sources as well. He seems to be a bit stuck. Okay, he's fine now. But yeah, he's gonna walk around, and he generated PCG as well around him. And he's also generating the navigation around him, around the PCG. And so... Yeah, he's just gonna walk around. And yeah, all the stuff will generate around him. So that's step one. Step two, I figured out how to serialize PCG points like at runtime, and I have them disabled for right now. But, like, I have these little serialized nodes here that will literally like save and read and write from disk all the points on here. And so in my forest graph, like for my trees are this part right here. And so I have a serialized node here. And so that's actually saving all the points of the trees, which is important because you can, you know, chop the trees down. And whenever you chop the tree down, it removes it from the points here. So it's going to persist that. It even generated a little bit off the grid as well, off the world. I guess there's still some collision data. It's just invisible, so interesting. But yeah, and then it doesn't recalculate the points afterwards, like after it's serialized, it just loads them from disk. And that's going to be nice for like whenever I'm doing like the full world simulation, and I don't even know where that guy went. He's walking around somewhere. Should be somewhere. There he is. But yeah, like I might not even have them as generation sources in the future, because I might just be reading from that disk location and putting that into memory, like just what I care about, right? Just the trees, or just the mineable rocks, or just the forageable plants, you know, or just the food if they care about it and they're like on the other side of the world. And I'll just have to figure out like what section of the world they're in, PCG grid-wise, and grab those points. So that's what I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. Food's done. Enjoy the tendies. I kind of want some tendies now. I want some fucking canes. But yeah, then I'm going to be serializing the nav mesh here as well, which I do know how to do. But what I don't know how to do is I know how to like save the nav mesh, but I don't know how to like read the saved nav mesh at runtime, because these are runtime generated nav meshes. I don't know how to tell it, you know, don't generate. read the serialized one, but only for very specific instances. So that'll be the next hurdle that I need to cross. Yeah. So why is it so loud? Is that why the music is stopping? It's like giving priority to Unreal Engine. Because it's like super smooth on my screen. But when I'm looking at the stream, it's like super laggy. And it's like when... Is that what it looks like? Let me refresh Twitch. Yeah, that is super choppy. What the hell? It's like, do I need to make OBS like CPU priority? Is that what I need to do? It's so crazy. Or is it just the viewport? Hang on. I'm like trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Boy, that looks terrible on stream. It's like so smooth. This is like so smooth on my end. What's OBS? What the heck? Okay, hang on. Troubleshooting time. How do I source enable browser source hardware acceleration? Do I care about that? This looks awful on stream. Oh, I'm on slow, good quality. Medium? Is that gonna make it? Should I even be changing these like while streaming? Yeah, why is that so choppy? Noob streamer fumbles around in OBS. It's like when I run around in game. Yeah, that looks horrible. Holy shit. It's marginally better. Like the game is running at 120 FPS, but OBS is not capturing all of that. I have to restart the stream. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured something like that may be happening. It's good to know though, for sure. Yeah, I didn't. Has it always been like this? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, even my camera is all laggy. Look at that. I guess I don't need the in-game to be like super smooth or anything right now. I'll fiddle with that next time. I'll fiddle around with that next time. Okay, stop debugging those. I don't need that anymore. I still really want to fix this. This generating way too many points issue. Okay, so pause the regen. Yeah, in here, in here. Okay, now regen. Oh yeah, that guy's still there. Oh, it's fine now. It's fine. Wait, hang on. What the fuck? It's fine now. Was it really just because PCG was running? Oh, wait a second. Okay, now it's bad. Bro, what? Are you serious? Wait, hang on. This looks totally fine. But if I minimize this, that looks horrible. Wait, what? Okay, that still looks bad. But this looks fine. Look at this. This is what I'm seeing on my screen, like when I'm running around. But then you guys are seeing. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like fucking 5 FPS. People are gonna think my game is like so. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? That's not what it looks like. Totally accurate physics. Goodbye. Okay, well, that's an interesting quirk, I suppose. Back to the issue that I was trying to solve. Let's turn the music back on, too. Is that the music got choppy, too? Yeah, so the music is affected. Dude, it's like everything on my computer is affected. Is it hardware encoding? There's got to be some hardware encoding issue that's happening. Maybe I need to turn hardware encoding off on OBS and Chrome. Huh. Or on. I don't know. I have no idea what it's set to right now. For next stream, though. Yeah, the issue I was trying to solve. My biome graph was generating points for the entire world when I didn't need it to be. I'm not even rendering the entire world's chunks, terrain chunks. Okay, so that's what we're working with now. So -2, 0, -2, 0 was what I was using to test. That has 2,000 points. Let's actually do it here, which doesn't have any. This is all points, active points. Okay, I want to debug that. Okay, so this is what... So, yeah, okay. So it's generating these points for... It's generating the same points for every grid, which is not what we want. Okay, so in here... okay, yeah, so is this guy. That's the one I changed. It's generating the same points grid. Point position. Pull points outside volume. Does that change anything? That cuts down on the points generated. So we like that. We love that. Ooh, here's... Let me check. That change. That might... Local component might change something. Local component. Yes! Okay, that's what I needed. That was the fucking juice right there. Look at that. Look at all those goddamn points. Okay, turn that debug off. Go away, please. Thank you, please. There it is! Okay, well, now it's generating the whole world. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. It's not. That's good. What is the... Making a very abrupt right angle here. Hang on, let me look at the PCG world actors here. I want like what? 0, -4? That's this one? Or no, that's the one I'm right on top of. That's didn't generate anything, I suppose. Okay. Who's at my front door? Okay, creepy van parked right outside of my house. Awesome. Okay, it's leaving. Windowless van parks in front of your house. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, that was a little sus. He backed. It was weird. He backed up in front of my house. I guess he was just backing up. He just kind of lingered there for a second. That was I wish you guys could have seen what I saw there. Like this car, like it was going one way. Let me click. Like I don't know. It doesn't like that I'm clicked on that. Okay, now we're back up to non-choppiness. But yeah, this car is like pulling up to my house this way, and then he like turns around and is facing that way and is just parked in front of my house, like right in front of my door, for just like you know 20 seconds, and then he drove off. Windowless van as well. Yeah, am I stereotyping windowless vans? Am I profiling? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I would not have done that with any other car type. Okay, so I need to run around now, and I need to make sure it generates points outside of here. Ah, shit, I clicked stop. Well, this will be a good test to see if it doesn't hitch anymore on startup. Because there was like about a 20-second long hitch at the beginning. So let's see if that's still... Right when the character spawns is when it usually happens. Right now we're just generating the terrain. Okay, it didn't happen. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, okay. Wow, that was so that was so smooth. Nice. Okay, so if I get out to this hole right here, there should be shit out there. Let's look at the... Oh, I know why that's a hole now. So these white boxes are they're zone entrances is what I'm calling them. And there's supposed to be like a break in the mountains, but there's ocean there, or there's water there, so how I do the entrances is I just subtract kind of a curve out of the mountains to create a break in them. But if there's no mountains there, it just created a crater. So that's why that's there. Now this is running very smoothly, which is really nice. It goes down to about, what am I seeing on my end? It's running at 100 frames right now. Dips down to about 90, 80, 90. I think I saw 50 there at one point, yeah, for like maybe a couple frames or something. Which I'm not sure. I think it is generating new points. This is great. This is great. This is exactly what I was wanting. So I don't think those trees weren't there before. And you can see how big the fucking world is. Like, it's taken me a while to run all the way over there. So yeah, I definitely don't need the world to be this big, but I think it's a good test, right? Like, if I can generate for this world, then, you know, at a reasonable rate, then we're good. Yeah, this is running very well on my end. I know it's like choppy as hell for you guys. Yeah, I'm at, I have a frame counter at the top, right above the map. And it's like 90 FPS, pretty solid. Was this the crater? This is a kind of a weird, anomalous crater. Wait, why isn't that one rendered? Let me go over here, see if that gets rendered. Yeah, this is running great. This is running even better than before. Okay, so now this isn't getting rendered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what is happening here? Let me get on top of this mountain, if I can. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, okay, so like... Yeah, what's going on over here? Everything was getting degenerated, unrendered, and unregenerated. So yeah, what actor is this? Well, first of all, let me make sure it's within the bounds of this volume. As soon as I'm back from food, I get it running. Yeah, I actually just figured it out. It was a checkbox. All I had to do was click a checkbox. Typical Unreal Engine, like, oh yeah, it'll work perfectly fine. You just gotta find the right checkbox. It is visible. Wait, why can't I need to see the bounds of this thing. It should, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's well within the bounds, right? The bounds are massive. Bounds are massive. But, okay, new problem now. I now need to find out what grid this is. This is like probably 3. Oop, too far. Oop, oop. Is it 4? No, it should be 2. 2, 5, 2, 4. 2, 3. Wait, that's all 2, 3. Okay, interesting. Okay, so 2, 3. Oh, these don't have graphs associated to them, do they? What biome are these supposed to? What biome am I in? Red is so I don't know. I guess I'm in the swampy zone. This is gently rolling hills, sharp mountains. So I need to find the biome actor for these. The biome actor has like what graphs are supposed to be rendered on it, I believe. Does it? Did I do that? Or no, or it's the world map, I believe. So I think what's happening here is that these got assigned perhaps a biome that I don't have a graph for. And that's why it's like not getting rendered over there. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just teleport somewhere random. And let's go over here. I might fall through the world. I might. Okay, we're good. Okay, I was hoping PCG would be generating out here. Okay. Why is it not? This should be within the bounds. This should be visible. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it. Yeah, we are well within the bounds, right? I'm not like too high or too low. Let me go to my actor and make sure. What is your height? 800. Okay, so yeah, we're still within the bounds. Why is PCG not rendering right now? Okay, that got generated properly. Nice. Cull points outside partition actors is the culprit. Why are you like this? Why are you the culprit? Are you? Do I have a regenerate PCG hotkey? No, I just clicked a button. But it's supposed to be generating at runtime. I shouldn't have to click the button. In any case, it's not regenerating. Okay. Points out is empty here. Yeah, all this stuff is empty. It's annoying because every time I go in here, there's 3 instances of this thing. One, I think it's the second one that I need to take a peek at. So hang on, let me... Can I just... If I disable that, what happens? Does this still have... Yeah, okay, so that still has the points. Maybe I don't even need that one anymore. But, okay, so now I can probably properly debug this one here. Points in. Points in are still not So hang on. I may be culling them from in here. From in here. Yeah. So what is this doing? Okay, what is this doing? Okay, we're learning. We're learning. So what is happening here? Points to inject. I have nothing to inject. Ooh, what is this? PCG cube wireframe. Okay, that's a good one to... I like that one. Could have used that a long time ago, actually. Delete attributes. Okay. Here we go. Attribute fill. Okay. Let me see here now. So it's trying to match the color, which is where this guy comes in. Aha. 'Tis empty, my lord. Okay. Color.a. So we don't have any color information. Where do I do that at? I've forgotten. It's within here, right? Snap to biome color. You have an if empty use default. What do you mean? If it's output to B, we should be outputting to A here, right? I don't know if this is lying to me or not. Active points. I debugged in here, and yes, they're there. They're there. Aha. I'm learning. Okay. Okay, so... like if there's nothing for the biome to use, have it use another one as default and generate with that. Well, that shouldn't happen. And that may not be actually what's happening. Like, all of them should have a viable biome assigned, right? Because these colors here relate to colors that I have defined, like in here. Right? Like desert, desert, it's not actually a desert right now, but desert is yellow. So all the yellow ones are deserts, right? So they all have valid, their colors only get put in there if they're valid. So something is happening where these are getting called, and I'm tracking that down. Yeah, so debug that's fine. Debug this different. Okay, so what is bounding shape here? Can I debug? Let me do a 2 point on that. Can I debug a 2 point? No. Uh-oh. Okay, we're waiting. This is the boring part. Okay, and we're back. Oh, okay. Back to the waiting. This is why it's taken me weeks to like fucking get this even running optimally because of shit like this. This takes so long. Like, you do one thing wrong and oh, you know what I fucking did right here? I am now remembering what is in this bounding shape, and it's 1,000,000 points. So we may be here for a while. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, oh. I think this bounding volume is the volume of the PCG biome component that I was visualizing just a moment ago. So by me toggling the debug on that, it is now going to render points for the entire world. A million of them, I believe. Are we back? Nope. Oh, Lottie. God, you had a clock emote just ready to go, huh? Yeah, I may need to restart this. Two PCs, one code base. Why stop at two? I need a cloud. I need a cloud of PCs. You know, I thought it was a while ago. I think it was when I was in college. I thought the future of gaming was going to be like, I thought that by now, where we're at now, that the future of gaming would be that rather than people playing games on their own hardware, we would be playing games from swarms of computers in the clouds, right? In the cloud. Essentially what like Google Stadia was, but then they fucking shut it down. And I thought that that would mean that developers would start to get more, they would start to be able to make more resource-intensive games on average, and that average would keep ticking up and keep forcing people to not be able to buy their own hardware, and we'd start running it on like, you know, we'd all be running it on like a fleet of 4090s, you know, in the cloud or some shit like that, and we'd just be like leasing the time, essentially. And I thought that that meant that gaming was just like the graphical quality and the capability of the things that we're playing would have just like exponentially skyrocketed, but it hasn't happened yet. And a matter of fact, it seems like consumers did not even want that at all. With you know, obviously, I don't know what the financial reasons for Google Stadia shutdown were, but if it was making money, they wouldn't have shut it down. So I thought by now we'd be mining asteroids. Did you really? Or is that facetious? I don't think you actually think that. That's kind of crazy. I know they've talked about that, and like, you know, an asteroid flies by and they're like, oh yeah, that has like $1 trillion of fucking aluminum on it or some shit. You actually did. So it was this guy. Okay, so yeah, don't debug the bounding shape. That was a bad idea. I figured I would need a Mac pilot license. Okay, alright, chill. That would be sick, though. But fully automatic mechs are too dangerous, so you only get the semi-automatic one. And your kids can have a little kid-sized one. Like how you need a forklift cert. Yeah, it's just like, you know, a mech license is like some 4-hour course you take online. It's like a food handler's permit. Okay, yeah, let's teleport somewhere random. Going over here. Like Alien, not like Gundam. Wait, what mechs were an Alien? Uh-oh. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh, a red biome. Neato. It's a cool area. Look at that big lake here. We've got like this massive cliff over here. That's actually kind of cool how that turned out. The one she fights the queen with. What are we talking? Sojourner Weaver? Sigourney Weaver? What's her fucking name? the original Alien. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. It like lifts boxes and shit. That's what it's for, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So nothing's generating here. So we need to change that. And the culprits, full screen that. I don't like that. Where was my guy at? Not like it matters. Okay, so the culprit output 216 points. Debug that. So wait, we do have points here, or it's the attribute filter that happens, right? Right. Because that's what the difference. This should be coloring it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna disable that. Is that our issue? Yeah, I think that's our issue. Yep, there she is. I'm also going to change it, like this material that I have here. The red one. It's just a parameterized, it's the same one in my other zones, it's just parameterized and has a different color assigned to it. I'm also going to do the same thing with the grass and stuff. So that'll look better. Okay, so the question then is, do I need that? Do I even need this difference anymore? And why then also? Why does it work in the center of the world? Ooh, you know what I bet it is? Enable that back. Let's force regen the base graph. Yeah, okay, I know what it is now. I know what it is now. So what happens is that PCG tries to render, and when I move the character, right? And that's what causes the old terrain chunks to despawn, and then the new terrain chunks to start spawning in the new location, because they spawn around the player character. But and so does PCG. But what I do initially is that I don't turn PCG on until I'm done spawning the terrain. I don't do that when I teleport, so I need to do that when I teleport now, because the PCG has nothing to query. There's no collision or anything, so it finishes, you know, like that, and nothing renders. And yeah, so that's what should be happening. The black is what we should be keeping. Things that intersect with the terrain, with the Yeah, the terrain essentially. So all these white ones underneath here as well. So if we do the density filter here, debug that. So now the filter gets rid of all the ones that we don't care about. Okay, so we do want that. We do be wanting that. Okay. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. Okay, so oh, that's nav mesh bounds, right? Oh, that's water zone. Yeah, that's nav mesh bounds. That needs to be much greater. This location volume, I don't know what I'm using this for. I don't know what I'm using that one for. So I'm just going to delete it and see what happens. Location volume, what's your size? You're set to like twice the size of my world, so delete you and see what happens. This guy is the one we want. I want that number. That is the half size of how large my world is. So where's the nav band? There it is. Location, scale. Oh, cry me a river, Unreal Engine. What is this? Okay, we're good, we're good. Nav mesh bounds are too large, limiting requested tile count. Limiting requested tiles count to resolve this. Tile number hard limit, so I need this. Need to up the hard limit, question mark? Uh-oh. Try using bigger tiles or increasing the tile number hard limit. I did try to increase the tile number hard limit. Okay. So maybe that's too much. Maybe I've stretched the nav mesh as far as I can go. We'll see if we restart here. So what I can do for the teleporting PCG issue, I can do a couple different things. One, I could just turn it off, PCG off, and then turn it back on when everything's spawned again. I don't know if I have that information already. I may need to come up with that information. Or I could just create a keep the player where they are prior to teleporting, and then create like a dummy. What I use is player controllers in the endless terrain component, and just throw like a dummy controller in there for the new location. Wait for that to be ready. I should really come up with a system for like, yeah, because I'm gonna need, I'm gonna maybe need them to generate around colonies as well. So I should probably come up with a system for terrain generation sources, not just PCG generation sources and nav invokers. This is going to break again. A single empty tile takes 176 bytes. Okay. Okay. Fuck, okay, I hit this thing again. feel like I'm hitting some sort of hard limit in here. Yeah, I think probably what it was set to was already the highest it could handle. Interesting, okay. I don't actually need all those generated at once, though. Am I gonna have fast travel? I think I'll have some form of it. I think I want it to be something that the player has to build in some way. Like, I'm thinking maybe you have to build like some trade routes or something, you know, or... And so you kind of choose where you want your fast travel to be, and it takes resources. And so you have to strategically kind of decide where you want to be able to fast travel. Like, I don't want it to just be free, you know, free game anywhere. We're just like, I think I'll probably have some sort of Hearthstone just to return you back to camp. Like way shrines, something like that. I mean, I think I want the travel to be. What I was thinking was, like, maybe the player can build portals, or like you say, like a way shrine, but that there you can only have like maybe 4. You can have 4 portals for the whole world. But you can also do like maybe some flight paths, like in WoW, or like some, you know, trade route type caravans where it's like you hop on the flight path and you go through the world physically, like you don't just teleport instantly. I like that a lot more. Like the teleports are nice because you can set those up on like 4 different corners of the world, and there's kind of like a maximum amount of time to get anywhere. But I like doing something like a flight path or like a caravan kind of path because it keeps the scale of the world in the player's mind. Like, you feel the scale of the world, and you can, when you're physically traveling through the world at a much faster rate than walking, you're kind of, I think you're satisfying the player once, which is, I don't want to have to run all the way back to the same place I've been before. But you're also keeping you're respecting the world, essentially, which for me is pretty big. Like, I like games that just plop you into a world and tell you to kind of go nuts within the bounds of the world, right? I don't like games, and it's a very, very much a feel thing. I don't like games where the world is like a tertiary to the player experience, right? Like it's all about the player, and the world is built around the player, so to speak, from like a game design perspective. I don't like that. It feels kind of cheap. It can still be fun, but for me, I like it when the world comes first, and then you're just put into that world, and you can interact with it, right? And that world might say "fuck you," you know, something. I don't want to be reminded it's a game. Yeah, how do you mean? Yeah, I think I agree with what you're saying. Like, yeah, I shouldn't be, even though I do have a game design mindset, you should be able to abstract that away from me to where I'm just enjoying myself and I'm not thinking about the game design patterns that I'm interacting with, right? The loot treadmills, the fucking dopamine buttons and stuff like that. What the hell was I doing? I was trying to expand my nav mesh bounds volume. Maybe I'll take care of that at a different time. Where it feels convincing as its own entity even without me. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, because then it feels like you have a purpose there, or you can make your own purpose there, and it's not like just some sort of amusement park for you. God, I am so happy with how well that loads in now. I wish my terrain chunks loaded in faster. Okay, what the hell was I doing? What was the next thing I was gonna do? Oh, the teleporting? I mean, do I want to do that right now? I think, yeah, I think maybe now is not a bad time for that. Because I will want the terrain to generate around NPCs as well. Or specifically around colonies. And so I will need some way to have multiple terrain generation sources. And I already kind of have it set up to do that with player controllers. Just for multiplayer purposes. But I think I will need that to be more than just player controllers. And it will more so just be, here's my player controllers. And I think I more so will want this to be just any kind of controller, honestly. Could be a colony controller, which is not necessarily the same kind of controller. Okay, it's an actor, so I really just need actors, honestly. Just throw some actors in here. And I guess I was thinking about having different generation radii. For each one. And I actually created a feature request for this for PCG, because you cannot specify, like you can't do it like you can do with nav invokers, where for each nav invoker you can specify how much navigation you want to generate around them. Like for me, I have my player as a navigation invoker because I want everything around the player to be able to move on the nav mesh, so I have a big wide range for that to happen. Then I'm also going to have some NPCs as being navigation invokers themselves. But that, I don't need a whole big range for that to happen. It can be a smaller one, much smaller one. But for PCG generation sources, all it is a component. It has no properties on it. And all the PCG stuff does is look for the existence of that component. And the generation radius settings are just all right here. All right here. All the ranges are right here. And I'm on a 256 grid, so that's 512. Distance is, what is that? 51k. 51k Unreal Schmeckles. So if I were to be able to have that, to set a certain generation radii for NPCs on PCG generation sources, I would also be able to set a different generation radius for the terrain, and here's why. So essentially that 51k radius, let's see, that goes to about like right here, and that's pretty goddamn close to the edge of the terrain. And we just saw earlier that when I teleported and there was no terrain there yet, PCG absolutely shit the bed and didn't know what to do. So I need to make sure, I need to keep PCG within the bounds of the terrain that's generated around the actor. So I will not be able to have a different radius for the terrain generation. So I'm also planning to do some stuff with the mass entity framework. Let me think about this. Let me think here. I think I may actually switch over to trying to serialize the nav mesh properly. So I figured out how to serialize PCG points at runtime, so I can save the positions of all these trees. And if I have a colonist that wants to go out and chop trees, and he's in a colony that's across the world, if I have the nav mesh serialized and saved, and I need to basically stop it from disappearing, which is what the serialization would help, I suppose. And then I suppose I would just deserialize it and put it into memory and not into, you know, like this recast nav mesh, the actual real one. It would be like a fake one in memory, which I need to figure out how to do that. I hope that's just as easy as spawning another one and name it something different so it doesn't like collide with this one. And if I have that, and I have all the points for these trees saved, and I have this actor that has now turned into a mass entity, the mass entity framework you can navigate these things, and so if I have the nav mesh to give to it, an instance of it, I can have it navigate to the trees, and the navigation should have the tree, like the, yeah, so it has like the tree holes, the tree holes in it. So the actor would still navigate properly. But that means I would need, for that to happen like off screen, I need it to be spawned for the first time, which I need to redo my spawning system as well. I disabled that a while ago. See, now it's running kind of smooth. It's still not as smooth as I see it on my screen. Yeah, let me do the old trick I figured out. The okay, it's still okay. It's really laggy on stream now. Damn, it's so laggy. Oh, it's saying encoding overloaded. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for off-stream tinkering. Okay, so what's next in that series of things that I just said? Yeah, probably getting the nav mesh serialized properly. And so I guess I need to... What do I need to do for that? I know how to like serialize an entire nav mesh. So that's just a function on the nav mesh that I've found. That's just right here. But how does it like serialize the tiles? Because really what I need is like a certain... I need to serialize the nav tiles kind of individually, right? Right? I would do it like by nav tile. If I drop encoding to 1080 30 FPS. Oh, I'm at 60 FPS. Is that why? I'm at 1080 60 FPS. Is that why OBS hates me? Oh, and there's versions. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. So now I can I know when to override it and stuff as well. Will not have a noticeable change in what the viewers see. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Serialize recast nav mesh. Okay, what is this function doing? Serialize here. Get nav mesh tiles. Tiles to save. Nice. Okay, we're figuring it out. Detour nav mesh. Yeah, so do I have access to that from within here? I'm gonna guess no. No, I don't. Oh, that's on the... It's like on the impel. Right? Where did that get it? On the it's on the pimple. It's called P-impel recast nav mesh. The pimple mesh. This is oh no, it's public. Okay, great. Is this public? Oh yeah, that's just in a CPP file. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. Nice, nice, nice. So detour nav mesh. Wait a second. Oh, the pimple isn't accessible. But we can do this. Nice. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, so I need to do something like this. And I can probably... Okay, so tiles to save. Let me grab that, the declaration of whatever the hell that was. Array of ints. Okay. And I'll have to do some sort of distance filtering there, like a location to actor, right? And this will be like a per actor, right? So I'll actually probably want a different function here. So on the recast nav mesh, let's do void serialize for what do I want to call this? It's like serialized tiles around actor, something like that, actually. And give that an actor, of course. And so what else would I want to do here? I'm just going to pseudocode or comment some things. I'm going to be like get tiles within radius of actor. What else do I want to do with those tiles? This is called when actor goes out of range of player. Hello, I'm looking for a chill stream to vibe to while working on my own code. Well, you've come to my stream, and it'll be up to you to determine if it's chill enough to meet your needs. Let me know, though. Welcome, though. Welcome. Right now, maybe I should update my stream title, but I was, when I first started, trying to optimize my procedural content generation. And I have this whole like procedurally generated at runtime world with terrain chunks. Then I have procedurally generated points generated with the PCG components. And now I'm trying to think of scenarios where the player has run very far away to the other side of the world from a colony, because it's going to be a colony sim. And so I'm trying to kind of think about those scenarios. And specifically, what I need is to save the nav mesh. I need to serialize it around these actors in some way. Maybe in memory, to disk, maybe a little bit of both. And I need that so that I can feed it to the mass entity system, such that these instanced actors, or these mass entity that are used to be actors but now they're entities, they can still move around like the real thing. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. I'm trying to optimize my setup for NPC state machine framework for multiplayer. Nice. That's not too far off from what I'll be doing soon. Save instance point data for trees or whatever you're talking about. Yes. Save colony locations. Yes. I will have all that. I will have all that. Yeah, so I'm thinking about actually having the colony center. You know, I'll just kind of come up with a point in the middle of a bunch of buildings, really. And I'll probably assign that as a PCG generation source. Looks like you're getting into culling states, right? Maybe? I guess it depends on what you mean by culling states. I'm getting into, like, simulation, right? I'm getting into... I don't know if are you an Unreal dev? If you're an Unreal dev, I'm going to be getting into the mass entity system, which is a ECS system. Entity component, what is it, system? The S is system, right? But it's a way to handle a large number of entities. And so you don't have to spawn them as actors, which are like the actor's like the real thing, right? And then the mass entity version of it is like a simulated thing. Culling state, so the computer isn't actively rendering it when not looking at it. Ah, I am trying to not do that. The whole reason I'm going down this road is because I want to not have to do that. Because one of the things that leaves me wanting more in Colony Simulator games is just what you said right there. The state of the world is inactive when you run away from it. I don't like that. I want things to keep happening when I'm not there. I want the world to be alive, and I want to be able to interact with it. And I don't want it to be, spoofed or mocked, at least not as much as possible. So I'm trying to see how much I can get away with. My world is very, very large. And right now the player can build wherever they want to. And they can recruit as many colonists as they want. So there may need to be some limits on that for that to work. But like I said, I'm trying to see what I can get away with. And it's been quite challenging, because like a lot of what Unreal is for, is the traditional workflow is to use like the landscape system, right, and generate terrain that way. But like Unreal is just set up for kind of static games, like static content, like place it in the world. That's where it shows up for the player. Mine's fully procedural. I have procedural mesh components that are terrain chunks spawning all over the world, and I'm using the PCG component entirely to spawn everything in the world as well, so that is creating a lot of hurdles to get over. I can't like pre-bake my nav mesh, because that would just take forever. I would have to do that when the world's generated. I would have to generate the whole world. It would be a whole thing. They don't need to be physically rendered, but still computed right. And I guess that's what the ECS, the mass entity thing, does. I haven't done it yet. I've only read articles about it. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm trying to solve a different problem. What problem are you trying to solve? Tell us about it. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to serialize certain tiles. So I want this to be called when the actor goes out of range of the player and they go into simulation mode. They'll call this get tiles within radius of actor. So I mean, this is going to get called for a lot of actors that could potentially be in the same place or near enough that some of these tiles make it overwritten. So I wonder, when I serialize them, I'm wondering if I essentially need to check, like, are these still in use by another, like, is this still being rendered? Or is this still going to be rendered? Is that going to be too expensive? Should I just, like, naively serialize these and then, like, overwrite the serialization as more actors go out of range into simulation mode? Num tiles. So I'm going to need to copy all of this, really. Can I override this function? That would be nice. No, it's not virtual. Yeah, lots of things have. All the settings are being serialized, which I don't know. Don't know if I actually need that, because I can just grab the settings from my nav mesh that's already in the world. So I may still need to do num tiles. Let's copy that. Oh, I guess I will need an archive to give it as well. Okay. Where was I? Oh boy, that's a big wall of text. So I've been learning game dev techniques and programming through VR chat. Interesting. So I'm trying to work within the very specific limitations to develop a Unity prefab package that work creators can use to populate their worlds with networked sync NPCs. Interesting. So I guess VR chat is kind of like maybe like a Roblox or a Fortnite type thing where you can like make a bunch of content for it, or like mods and stuff like that. There's a severe lack of any kind of NPCs in worlds. Trick is these NPCs have to be self-navigating and very self-contained because it has to be a plug-and-play prefab package. And also deal with all the restrictions that VR chat throws at the code. Interesting. Yeah. Working within the bounds of modding can be quite challenging. I tried to do it with Satisfactory way back in the day. Yeah, I wonder, you say there's the severe lack of NPCs, I wonder what challenges modders, because, you know, you're probably not the first one to try, right? You may be the first to succeed, though. I wonder what other people got stuck on. Because one of the things, I was trying to mod Satisfactory, and I wanted enemies to actually attack the bases, attack your shit in, in Satisfactory, and I was modding this way back in early access. And so, yeah, there were no mods that had done that. There were mods that did farming and shit, but yeah, I ran into some issues. Like I was actually able to get the buildings to show up on the mob's aggro tables, but and the mob would actually aggro it and try to attack it, but it just kind of stopped. It couldn't actually end up attacking the building. It failed to do their attack patterns or whatever. So that's where I got stuck there. 20-year veteran animator. Oh, I wish I had your skills. You want to swap? You can have my coding skills. I'll take your animation skills. I just need it for a couple weeks. Give me a couple weeks with your animation skills. Check out this this axe swing. Look at that. That's my first animation. It's all back, you know. His feet don't stand properly on the ground. This took me 2 weeks to make. But I can chop trees now, and that's what I needed it for. Oh god, you probably can't tell right now. Hang on, let me try the trick. You probably can't tell how bad it is because it's so goddamn choppy. There we go. There's the animation. Try to do a slow-mo here. Hands won't properly stay on. That is a Mydrong original right there. I envy your skills. And I'm so bad at animating that what I did is I actually just ripped all the vanilla WoW animations and retargeted them to my my skeleton here. That's how bad I am. Like a kid learning t-ball. Yeah, yeah. Wait, are you saying that in reference to my animation skills, or are you saying that's what the animation literally looks like? Like the guy swinging his axe looks like a kid learning t-ball. I think both work. I think both work. Okay, back to serialization station here. What is happening? Now, if nav mesh version, tile resolutions. Oh, what is this for? Wait, okay, so I thought the versioning I thought was something different. Okay. Really into seeing how far I get coding to change behavior of NPCs. Since VR Chat is a multiplayer VR game, I want to see if I can achieve fidelity with NPC that I've not seen before. Like NPC looking at you in the eyes, reacting to players' movements when they wave their arms or throw things. Yeah, I mean that sounds really cool for a game like that. I'm surprised that they don't already, because I mean it's not that difficult in regular games to get the player to, or to get an NPC to turn its head at you. I mean, like games have been doing that for a while now, right? So I guess I wonder why that's difficult in VR, or maybe hasn't been done in VR Chat specifically. Okay, where is it actually serializing the tiles? Here it is, okay. Oh, this is loading. Well, I suppose it already, yeah, if it's saving tiles to save. Okay, okay, so I need that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Realize that, and then if AR dot is loading, it's not been done to the extent that I want to see as an animator. Yeah, what's I guess what haven't you seen? I mean, and is it, are you just specifically talking about VR games, or are you talking about just any game? So I feel like all of what you said above has been done in games before, but I'm not a VR game player, so I have no idea if it's been done in, or why. I feel like it would be pretty trivial to get a character to look in your eyes, right? Because like I kind of have that, because I'm using ALS plugin for locomotion, and they have like a I don't know what to call it. They have like a curve that you can modify for moving the player's head. Like again, it's gonna be really choppy, but you can see my character. Kind of hard to do. But like his head is turned right now, right? He's looking at where I'm looking. Like his head is slightly. It's probably hard to tell on stream, but it's slightly to the side. Because I look to the side, and then if I look too far, it moves. So I feel like, and then if I look up, you know, my guy's looking up. So I could, I don't have this working by any means, but I could do something like that for NPCs. Probably not too difficult. As a VR player, you can just wave your hands in front of the characters. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, that's because like a player could do anything, right? And so interpreting like random player gestures is and you could probably use ML for that in some capacity, right? I mean, I have no idea how far you could get with a plug and play package for VR chat, but there's probably some ML understanding of that. Tiles to say blah 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 da 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 is saving, is loading. I want to see if I can get the players to forget they're interacting with an NPC. Yeah, LLM or too much delay. Yeah, I mean, I think they're getting better and better now though. Like the Gemini Flash, very very fast now and very fucking cheap as well. So the fidelity is lower on it, but like I'm gonna use that. A local version, maybe not Gemini Flash, but maybe Llama or something like that. I'm going to use a local version of that in my game, just for random NPC dialogue. And the technology is only getting better, so I'm sure by the time I get around to it, it'll be even better than what it is right now. But yeah, at least make the player think about what they're doing in front of the NPC, right? Maybe not forget, but... Like, I don't want to piss off this NPC, so I'm not going to get in his face. Cell size, loading. What is this? What is this doing? I've never seen the double here. Interesting. I'll probably need to do the same thing. So, wait, what is it? What is this doing? I kind of want to like... What do I want to do? I feel like I should be reusing most of this, right? Because this is doing like it's talking about backwards compatibility, which could be really important for updates and stuff. Oh, there's a function for serialized recast nav mesh tile. Oh, that's nice. Now, can I? It's static, and it's public. Nice. But this is only called in the loading scope, unless it's also called elsewhere. God, these if blocks are so big. Actor tile size, what is this? Nav mesh owner. Default tile size. Okay, so this is like if the tile sizes are not the same as what it was saved as, I think is what that's doing. Regular loading, okay. So we initialize the detour nav mesh. Serialized recast nav mesh tile. Just gonna plop that in there. Give me the pimple. Okay, the pimple has been gotten. Nav mesh version. Now, what does that need to be? That is literally passed in. Okay, so that's just like an integer passed in. Okay. I will add that as well. And then tile dater is an unsigned char pointer set equal to null. I don't know what that means, but I love it. Tile data size, that's just... Yeah, I don't know what all this is. I'll copy it anyway. Wait, why continue? Am I in a loop? Am I in a loop right now? I am. I didn't copy the loop. Okay. Uh-oh, what the hell happened? Ryder is not okay with what's happening right now. I feel like this is correct. What's wrong? Okay. I don't know what, Ryder did not like that. Tile data is not null, it's just we're just going to copy it all and then I'll figure out what it does in here. Okay, if it's not null, what are we doing? Failed to add tile limit reached. Oh my god, my dog is snoring, it's so cute. I have to take another picture. She's being such a good girl. Oh, she's stretching. Hi, sweetie. Look at that doggo. Okay, hang on. Do I have a full screen cam? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, that's not right. Undo that. Okay, hang on. Turn that off. Okay. Look at that little puppy dog. Snoozing. Just snoozing the night away. Okay, now get my face off the screen, good lord. There. My doggo is moody today. That's Moxie every day. Moxie is a moody, sassy pants. She's being such a good girl tonight, though. Appreciate that. Okay, status. Where and why are you declared? Detour nav mesh. I suppose I have to get the pimple, right? Okay. Well, why does this one need to be const? There's probably a reason they did that. So I'm just gonna do a non-const version of it in this scope. Nav mesh owner? Is that, I don't care about also just gonna rewrite this. 4. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nav mesh version. I just did version, right? Well, let's rename it just to keep this consistent. Okay, serialize compressed tile cache data. Oh boy. It's public. I'm getting a little sleepy. And I'm gonna turn into a moody sassy pants soon. What on earth is this? Add tile cache layer. What do you do? Okay, so hopefully I can just spin up a new recast nav mesh and pass it in an archive and actor and version. And this will, for the most part, work. Because it just kind of, the scope ends here. I'm in the wrong. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't end. Else if is saving. Yeah, okay, so I'll need that. Copy that. And then it ends. Okay, so we're not far. The functions in Unreal Engine are quite long. Like, I would get eviscerated in a code review if I tried to submit this and one of my teammates was reviewing it. They'd be like, why is this so, like, they would tell me to break this out. I would get eviscerated. No problem for Unreal Engine devs, though. It's so strange how different industries and stuff have such different standards. You know what I'm saying? Like Python with the snake case, everything else camel case. I mean, and then Unreal Engine is Pascal case. I mean, what the hell? I mean, we can all agree camel case is the correct answer. Supports runtime generation. Yeah, that's just going to be true at all times for us. I'm just going to set that to true. Which is actually just a function on this object. Okay. Get tile cache layer, get pimple, get recast, what is it? Recast nav mesh. Okay. So now all I have to do, knock on wood, is figure out which tiles I want to save. And so what am I going to do here? I'm going to give it an archive. I'm going to write it to the archive. And then what I'll probably do is just read it back out of the archive instantly and try to spawn a new nav mesh actor. And we'll see how nicely that plays, because I feel like that's gonna. I think Unreal Engine is expecting there to only ever be one nav mesh. I don't think Unreal Engine likes having multiple, and that's just a hunch I have, based on absolutely nothing. So I hope I'm wrong. Should I just serialize the whole goddamn thing? Well, no, I shouldn't. I'm trying to think of like how am I going to decide which tiles to save? So let me get out the old MS Paint here. Okay, so I'm gonna have a player. Player is gonna be right in the center of this circle, right there. That's the center. Don't question it. Okay, so that's the center, and then we're gonna have like some people in here. These are gonna be like colonists or something. Maybe the colony. You know, here's the colony. Like, ooh, it's like this shape. That's the colony. The colony bounds. Let's say I'll come up with some bounds for the colony. So, yeah, let's say the character has moved, and there's now the actors here on this side of the circle. I want to, and all these are navigation invokers, but they're only invoking like that, you know, circles that big-ish, right? They're much smaller than the player one. So I guess for the colony, I really need some sort of what word do I want to use here? I just need some sort of method to determine it's also going to be interesting because I'm going to have potentially two different nav meshes, right? And like, let's say the character moved like that, right? So everything in here was previously generated. They're moving this way, right? And I'm going to have potentially two different nav meshes. I think maybe only two, right? I need the real one and the fake one. And then I should probably like move the tiles over or something. Can I manually add a tile? Is that what add tile cache layer is? No, it just says helper function to serialize a single tile. So, do I actually need to, you know what I could do, actually? I think I will still definitely need to serialize the nav mesh. But I think maybe what I can do What do I have on Nav Invoker? Yes, tile removal radius. I wonder if I just set that to something like super fucking big. Like larger than the radius of the world. So that tiles never go out of memory. Is that a bad idea? How much? It said it was what, 127 bytes for a tile or something like that? What did that say? A single empty tile takes 176 bytes. So my tile size is 3,000. And I think I hit that limit. So let me take this number. Oh fuck, that's a big number. Okay, times 176. Times. Wait, what did I? Hang on. Paste that back in. Okay, times 176. Okay, 369,000. Okay, okay. Now that's bytes. So bytes divided by 1024. Okay, so that's kilobytes divided by 1024 megabytes. Okay, that's only 350 megs. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can keep 350 megs in memory. And I know that was like the minimum. That's like empty tile. But like the whole world's tiles aren't, you know, that's going to be pretty unlikely that they're all going to get generated, right? And even if that, what, doubles? Like what's a non-empty tile? Like maybe twice that? I don't know. That's not that much. I think we can do it. It's like 350 megs. Okay. So that's going to be my new strat, actually. And then I only really have one nav mesh. Okay, so let's I want to test that out. And I want to make sure that so the radius should be 12,000, which is the size of a chunk, a terrain chunk, and there's 128 chunks. So if I'm at the very corner, well, that's linear. I need it to be like, I need like this, what do I need? Like this, I need the Pythagorean theorem of this or whatever, because I need like corner to corner. Well, we'll stick with this for now. This will work for now. Tile removal radius. Now, I want to also do that on these guys as well. Tile removal, what was the number I came up with? There we go. Paste that right in there. Okay. Sick. Sick. Okay. We're going to watch the navigation generate as well. The terrain is terraining. There it goes. There are my tiles. Why was that the max tile count? Like, 350 megs is not that big. Is it like an integer? Is it a floating point number thingo? Okay, so essentially I'm going to run all the way over to the edge of the world. And more world is going to generate. And there is going to be world that degenerates. And I want to make sure that the nav mesh is there despite the world, the terrain chunks not being underneath it, essentially. It's so crazy. I have 100 frames, running at 100 frames per second on my end. But on Twitch it looks fucking garbo. So here's the world. That's how big the world is. I basically need to get to somewhere over here, and then I'm going to turn around and check the nav mesh, because the chunks that I started at, because like the nav mesh was what? It was like a circle like this, right? So it went out to like right about here maybe. I think it at least got to the mountains here. So I think I need to get, maybe it's already. No, it's not, dude. Maybe the navigation tile limit that I reached is not going to be an issue, because I think the world is too big right now. It's way too big. This is it. This is game dev. Okay, has it de-rendered? Oh, we're right on the edge. Now, is that indicating that it's disappearing? So let's run a little bit further. I think that's indicating that it's disappearing. Yeah, because the collision changed from underneath it. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's keep running. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I just happened to fucking stop right where the nav mesh, like, ended. Naturally. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That is a good. That is good. Okay. I'm kind of in disbelief that that works. I feel like that shouldn't work. Because, you know, like, earlier in the stream, like, some PCG points were still generated. Even though the terrain chunks weren't there. I just can't... I need to keep running. I need to keep running. Okay, we're going underwater. No swimming. No swimming in game yet. Because, like, what's going to happen when I run back into range? Oh, it's still there. Yeah, so I'm wondering, like... if I run back into range, and the terrain chunks start spawning back in, are these going to recalculate? Okay, so now we get to run all the way back. All the way back. This direction? No, I need southwest-ish, right there. Okay, so the navigation is, it's hitching a little bit. It's like, maybe kind of hard to tell on stream because it's already so low frame rate on stream, but I'm getting some hiccups. And I can see navigation finished generating. So actually what I'm going to do, let's run a trace real quick. Run a trace real quick. Okay, okay, let's start. Okay, I need to see what actually is happening here. Because if the nav mesh starts making runtime hitch, like the bigger it gets, I may need to find a different solution. Okay, that's enough information. Stop that. Let's look at it. Okay, what do we got? Yep, there's the hitches right there. Min-max distance. Wow, we got a fucking min-maxer here. Update active tiles. It's virtual, so I can override it. What are we doing here? Invoker locations, invoker. Okay, yeah. So we're doing this. We're checking the location for every single tile. But I actually don't want to do this at all. So I could probably just override this function. And tiles in max distance. It's all like this profiler scope. These are neat. I need to learn how to. I need to use these. These are neat. I like how this literally told me straight where to go, right where to go, which is honestly very nice. Update active tiles, yeah. Because I would have just been looking at update active tiles, and I would have thunk that the whole function was the problem. Unreal Insights actually was helpful. So what are we doing? Min tile X, invoker radius max, relative to the nav mesh origin. Okay. Radius. So wait, are we? These are ints. And we're just going off of... What is location? It's a vector. So are we iterating over every single unit? Oh, divided by tile dimension. Okay, okay, okay. Which should be 3,000. Okay, so... Yeah. And then we're doing a ceiling and a floor. Okay. I thought we were doing for every Unreal unit. Just every centimeter. I was like, no wonder this is expensive. Yeah, I can see why this is expensive though, the larger the nav mesh gets. But if I can just override this function and just get rid of this part, because I don't really need anything to be cleaned up ever. Update the priority if already existing. Interesting. So it does... Is this updated anywhere else? Yeah, I may have to sacrifice the priority here. Okay, I'm going to write myself a little to-do. I'm not going to take care of this now. And what was that? What was that called? Update active tiles. To-do over to override this to remove the, what section is it called? Just copy that. Okay. Okay, so that surprisingly could be a pretty easy fix. So now back to the original problem, which was what's going to happen? What's going to happen when I come back over here? Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I've completely lost where I am in the world already. I'm really upset at how bad it looks on Twitch. God damn, I should be on the other side of these mountains, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Really stress testing the system here. I should change the color of my cursor on the map. It is the same color as some of the biomes. See, it runs so much better when I have this open. Hang on. So what I'm going to do here, I'll make that really tiny. Okay, okay, it looks great on Twitch now. Sick. I have no idea why that works. Okay, we're back to going the right way. I went on the wrong side of those mountains. Okay, now we're in the massive plains biome. Oh, hang on. Let me look at this. Okay, so PCG... Did that ever unload? That's crazy. Okay, so I don't know if those got cached or something. I think maybe they got cached. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, he's still going. Okay, so I'm just going to watch from above. Oh, they are recalculating. Oh, they recalculate because PCG pops back on. That's why. There he goes. I didn't know I could do that. Why? Yeah, they must be cached because there's no collision there. There shouldn't be, at least. And then they all, of course, they're all regenerating and stuff. I'm trying to, I need to catch some terrain chunks loading in, though. Wait, why aren't my terrain chunks coming back? Oh. The terrain chunks aren't loading now? Huh. Yep. Okay, well, now we get to see if the collision's actually there or not. They might just be set to invisible. They are indeed just set to invisible for some reason. Okay. Okay, so PCG was indeed rendering properly. It wasn't just getting cached. Interesting. So why didn't these get set to visible? I have that code going. Excuse me. I guess it's in terrain chunk, not endless terrain. That's on init. Okay, and this is when it's updating, and then at the end, if I get here, set visible true. Did this ever get reached, Rot? Well, I guess I need to look at timestamps and stuff. Yeah, how long ago did one get set visible? 1350. What time is this in? It's like UTC or some shit. Oh no, it's 2013-52. Okay, so 8:13. Okay, so what is that? It's like 6 minutes ago. Is it going to render? Now I'm curious. Is it just because these ones were previously rendered that this is happening? Okay, now my frame rate is garbo. Oh, I need to go through here. I can't get over that mountain. There's a mountain there, I promise. Yeah, I need to go over here. It definitely seems like the ones that were rendered already don't get set back to visible for some reason. And that would explain why the PCG stuff was floating. Kind of just have to guess where the terrain is right now. This is kind of trippy, to be honest with you. It's becoming very hard to tell where the hell I am in the world. Oh, okay, we have chunks, I think. Those terrain chunks? No, it's just a bunch of grass. Are you serious? Like, am I in a corner over here? Oh my god. Please let me up. Oh my god. Okay, can I get up right here? Oh, nice. Okay, okay. I purposefully made this noise for this zone kind of difficult to traverse. Because I'm thinking about having different zones will have different resources, right? And so you'll want to set up a colony in different zones to get these to have close access to some of these resources. And I specifically wanted one with some difficult terrain that, like, on average has more abundant resources. Kind of make it a bit of a challenge to build and navigate around, and you know, you'll of course want to do some terraforming and such. And I do have destructible terrain, so you could conceive of a maybe like a tunnel or something. Maybe not a tunnel, but smoothed out terrain going all the way over here. I do see a terrain chunk over there, so look. Yeah. Interesting. So, okay, I'll have to look into that. Let me write another to-do for myself here. Okay, so, and did I see a set visible at all anywhere? I mean, I suppose I did for those ones. To do chunks that were previously, can't spell, previously visible are not being set to visible again. Copilot already knew what my fucking issues were. But I am going to pop off for the night. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. I haven't streamed in a couple weeks because I've been trying to figure out some of these difficult problems that I'm now finding solutions to. So I'm going to start streaming more often now, again, now that I got some of these problems figured out. I hope you all come back and join me. It was nice to have you all. Pika Petey, it was nice to see you. Turning Cog, nice to see you as well. And I am going to send you guys all over to my boy Shawnee B. who is working in Unreal Engine himself. He's working on a Dark Souls, a turn-based Dark Souls is kind of what he. It's like the game's Super Hot. If you remember that game, you kind of like you can queue up actions to happen, and your character will do them. But it's like it's turn-based, so like you queue them up, they happen, but then the world reacts to that, right? The world still does their actions and stuff as well. Pretty interesting idea. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me. Go over there and tell him I said hello.
So divide spawn rate by 1,000. Okay. This is 2,000 by 2,000. Okay, so what if I make the vector field